Fuck! Fuck!
Get to making with jive, boy. It's shine. When it hits you, yes, indeed, yes, yes, you shine. When it hits you, yes, indeed, yes, yes. When it hits you, yes, indeed, yes, yes, you shine. When it hits you, yes, indeed, yes, indeed, yes, you holler, yes.
1, 2, 3, do it!
Greetings and salutations, everyone, and welcome back to the boat. All right. So, when we last stopped off, I was redoing a little bit of this because it was a bit of an issue over here. Needed to clear this area a little bit. Let's see. Going with this. See how much of this needs to be redone. Oh, I forgot to give myself God mode. There we go. Oh, it looks like I need some water. Ah. I need some in real life too. Okay. We are set up. Here. Okay. Alright, let's see what we got here. Here we go. I will bother getting myself more water later. Alright. This one. Up. Go. That one's gonna have to go, I think. So that I can connect this. Right? No, we're not going any closer. What's happening? What is happening? Okay. No, I can't move. I can zoom in. Can't move my camera, and I can't move. Oh, wrong one, I think. Hey, Dave. How are you? I I wasn't expecting you this at this time. I know that you're on a different schedule than we are. I'm doing a little building. This game's kind of complicated in its rules. So I'm having to like figure out what's allowed and what's not. It's a very got some very strict building physics going on. Ah, yeah. So how's your new job? Oh, nice. Thanks. I'll only be on for like a couple of hours today just because we gotta take one of our cats to the vet. So we gotta get him some medicine to sedate him because he is a very not happy cat about vet visits. He can be very aggressive. Oh. Hey, Nightmare Queen. Yeah, I will have to be calling this stream a little early, unfortunately, because of our kitty. He's not a happy camper when it comes to getting taken to the vet. But you know, who is? What cat really enjoys that? Yeah. Well, otherwise, this is a very. Let's put on a little music, just so that we got a little background going on here. All right, let's see. Oh, it's starting to get dark. Look at that. All right, so I could. Oh, it just fell down. Okay, get back up. All right. Oh, are we going to get rid of all this? Let's see. Yeah, it's probably like a similar thing to the gabapentin. Unfortunately, I think this is gonna end up being end of life care for him. He's got a tumor on his face that won't stop growing. So, but he's on pain meds, and he's pretty happy on the pain meds. He's pretty comfortable. So we're just getting him some antibiotics today because it keeps getting reinfected. But as long as we can keep him happy for his last days, you know, that's our main goal right now. Well, yeah, it's in a place where it's kind of close to his eye socket, so it would be very difficult to operate on, and it would be really, really expensive, and it might just make things worse in the long run. You might lose the ability to eat solid, like anything at all. So yeah, it's kind of a situation where we're just kind of trying to figure out what the right moment is where we're gonna call it. But as of right now, when he's on the pain medication, he's still active, he's still happy, he's eating, he's got a good appetite going, he's he's very affectionate. So we're just trying to figure out exactly what is going to be the the moments that tell us. Hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's hard right now. But he's not a young cat. He's like 15 years old. We brought him in from my mom's when she died, and he's been with us for a long time, and he's had a good life since he's been here. He has a lot of PTSD from when he lived with my mom, though. It was a very chaotic environment. So we've had to deal with that, but now he's a lap kitty. He's very happy. So like when he was living at my mom's, he literally hid everywhere. He was completely afraid of people. And we suspect that's because of the injury that he has on his arm. He's got one floppy arm that's almost like an extra joint, and he can't stand on it. So his other three legs are extra strong. Oh, thank you. We try. We absolutely try really hard with these kitties. And like I said, it was rough when he was living at my mom's place, but now that he's been here, we finally got him really comfortable and he feels safe, you know? He finally feels safe somewhere. He's probably lived most of his life with us now, so most of his life has been pretty good. He's actually in the room with me right now. He's over on the floor. I had set it up so if he got on my lap, I would still be able to do everything. So I had like a spot cleared for two tables on either side of me so I could have my keyboard here and my mouse over here just in case I needed to. But he's not on my he's not on my lap right now, so I'm not doing that whole setup until he decides he wants cuddles. If he asks for cuddles, I'll probably move everything so I can put him up here, but until then, I'm just gonna do things the easy way. Okay. Yeah, this whole first floor, I think it's gonna end up being redone, but that's okay. Okay. What? Okay, whatever. Oh yeah, you're allergic, aren't you? You're allergic to cats? I would hate to be allergic to kitties. Though I have had a couple of cats that have set off some allergies. I had a long-haired cat, and I used to joke that I wasn't allergic to cats, I was only allergic to my own cat. No, not this. I need food. Yeah. The the this part of having a cat is always so hard. This stage, and we had a lot of older cats all at the same time because we stopped accepting cats in when people kept bringing us cats to take care of. We're like, we can't do this anymore. This is starting to become a hoarding situation. We can't do this. Um, but because they were all so close to the same age and they've been having one after another. We didn't have any choice when it came to my mom's cats though, because there just was nowhere else to for them to go. Her cats and dogs we brought in because she was definitely an animal hoarder. She was a hoarder of lots of things, and one of them was animals. And he's the last of those, actually. Ironically, he's the youngest out of the three that we have left. Hmm. Yeah, that's why they say like those hairless cats are supposed to be hypoallergenic for people, or at least help with some kinds of allergies with cats. Oh, that sucks. Horses. That is an expensive hoarding. Horses are so expensive to take care of. That's crazy, hoarding horses. It's so stupid of me to do this because I'm rebuilding so much of this by doing it this way, but I'm gonna do it anyway for my own sanity. In the long run, I will be happier. Come on. They're really wrinkly, aren't they? The hairless cats. They're so like weird. I still think they're kind of cute in a weird way, but sometimes I think creepy's cute anyway. I used to have some experience with horses when I was younger in Texas. I We had a neighbor who had horses, and I kind of worked with the horses and the ponies. Yeah. You have to bathe them. That's the thing with hairless cats is you have to actually bathe them regularly and lotion their skin. That's what I heard. So there's a lot of upkeep on a hairless cat. That like saggy skin probably feels weird. I've never touched one. But I have had a shaved cat from when they've like got fixed or had like some sort of injury or something. And their skin is so soft. It's crazy. They love when you shave their when you pet their little shaved belly. My long-haired cat, he loved when we got him a lion haircut. He used to love it because just how good it felt to be pet. Huh. Wow. That's crazy. That's awesome. horses your whole life, same age as you until they died at 19. Wow. I don't know like the lifespan of a horse, like the average lifespan. Like I said, I had some experience with horses, but not like long term. And they definitely weren't, my own horse or anything like that. Yeah, we're just gonna copy the ones that are down here more or less. Hmm. Yeah, so right around average time for lifespan. I see. Uh, some people are like cat people and some people are dog people, but we've always said we're more animal people. I know that sounds like a cop out, but it really is kind of one of those situations where it's like I just love all animals, and like horses are pretty amazing too. But I've never had like horse money. I know how expensive that the Lil, her mom had a horse at some point randomly. Somebody she knew like decided they wanted to sell their horse, and she paid for it to be kept at this kennel or someplace nearby, and then she'd go and they'd have to like take care of them a little bit, but they also had someone there that was also paid to take care of the horse a little bit. But they could only really do that for a little while. They eventually had to get rid of the horse because it was just too much. My mom was such a hoarder that she hoarded old TV guides. Have you ever seen a TV guide? Like the little books that would have like the schedule? She would keep them like in a box. She had a box filled with those. A bunch of different types of magazines too, but TV guides in particular, I thought was the weirdest thing to hoard because you will never need that again. Yeah, horses are great. When that neighbor that I was talking about who had the horses, we would go there and he had a very particular way that he wanted to train his horses, but I wasn't comfortable with all of it. He was very much one of those just smack them, make them do what you want kind of people. And I just wasn't comfortable in my own way with that. So I would just communicate with the horse and I'd get them to like move. And he'd get actually a little upset that I could make the horses run without hitting them. Just by kind of leaning forward and just being like, okay, let's go, you know? Oh, hey, Saki. What you doing, boy? So that's him scratching at the wall there. A little door jam. His name was originally Socrates, but We started calling him Saki, so that's the name he answers to now. I don't usually call him Socrates because I think it brings back bad memories for him where he used to live. Yeah, horses are like the it's almost like they read your mind when you get really close with them. They understand like the smallest little movements. They understand what you're trying to communicate with them, you know? They're very intelligent. They figure it out real fast what you want. Hey, Saki, where you going? But I'm also been working on setting up OBS for my husband so we can stream on Friday night / Saturday morning again. This time we'll be streaming together, I think. We're gonna have some fun doing some more Fallout 76. Give me your all. Editing that right there, the wrong kind of piece. Give me your all. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, that is staying. This is the one that's going. I'm really excited for him to start streaming again. I really think he's gonna have fun with it. He did a little streaming before, but never really had an audience, so he's never had that experience. Except for when he was just in chat with us while we were streaming. Okay, and switch to the squares. There we go. Right. Brain went blank there for a second. I was trying. All right, here we go. Okay. Destroy this.
Hey, Saki.
All right, let's see. Switch doors. Oh yeah, you. There we go. What did I say? I don't know. What did I say? There we go. You can stay there, I suppose. Okay. Oh, okay. I was saying you're on your little mini vacation where you don't have to take care of like any babysitting or anything. So I can see where you're not sure what to do with yourself for a little while. Okay. I think that looks good. I think I can leave that. Okay. Which means... Oh. Oops. Okay, I believe stairs started on this side. Yeah, yeah, you got like 3 of those to do. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Yes, that is exactly where I want it. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, the RP one's gonna be the big one. That's gonna be like your masterpiece. Your pièce de résistance. Ah, haha, I almost fell off the edge and I did not. Okay, here we go. You don't need to be there. There might be one extra hole here that needs to be eliminated. Yeah, this one doesn't need to be here. Okay. Say goodbye to that one piece. That's going bye-bye. Oh, it's not. How interesting. Hmm. Interesting that that one stayed there. Oh. Welcome back from the ads. Okay, placing more pieces back. Alright, I think we're done with the destruction part of this project. I think we're just on construction from here on out. I think everything is where I want it. So from here on out, I think it's just build, build, build. And then after this, I gotta rebuild my airship in Fallout since they revamped their whole camp system and got rid of most of the restrictions on building. I need to try that new system out and see what I can do with that. Alright, do these. Or sometimes when you rotate it, it goes in one direction and it goes back to the other one. I don't understand. It's only like 3 directions these triangles can go. And yet I'll try to rotate it in one direction and it'll just keep turning and not getting to the direction I want somehow. No. Okay. Where is first? There we go. Fill in these floors real quick. I don't know how many admins does it take to count loot points. Four. Oh wow. Well, at least you got help. Apparently fucking four. Yeah, at least you got help on that. That's if you didn't have the other three, you'd be really fucked. Oh wow. Did a recount on the wardrobes, took 20 minutes by yourself, and then another 10 times with 4 total admins. Wow. Thirty-four 34 wardrobes. Man. That's probably not even your biggest one. Isn't the RP one going to be even bigger than that? There you go. Come on, there we go. Here we go. Ugh. You're not gonna place until I until I do these, huh? You're gonna be a dick about it. All right, floors, be dicks. Oof. Oh, don't you do this to me. There you go. You better place. Why? Oh, because I didn't do this. I gotta do the second story of this one. Okay. Be very picky about. But it's hard to know exactly what it wants, even. Wait, I just put themes here at this good place. Why is it not? Hmm. Oh, because I put beams there, and can't. Again, you can't put walls on beams, but you can put beams on walls. I always forget that. Keep being scummy, scum. Yeah, yeah. There we go. And then some floor pieces that weren't even being held up by these walls or those beams will break apart because, again, just what? Ooh. All right. Go. Means this piece. Yes, there we go. No, wrong way. Or turn the wrong way. There. Okay. Last. There. Now these pieces start to fit better. All right, get out of that. You son of a bitch. Okay, let's just do this the easy way. We're gonna go around. Oh, don't you turn green and then go red on me, you son of a bitch. Alright, let's start with the edge here. There we go. Son of a bitch. You were green. Why are you now going red? You lying liar. Ah! There's always the risk of like redoing anything, is that it might decide, no, I don't want to do it this time. You son of a bitch. Okay. What? Okay. Could put beams right here, I think, because floor below there's something, there's like a wall going in that same direction. So I think support beams would work here. Yes. There. Now you have no excuse. You go where I want you. Wrong one. There we go. You you probably want this filled in first. You now have, come on. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. I have an idea. Let me see. Let me see. What we got here? This goes here. Okay. And go downstairs. Okay. If here, put a support beam turning in a little, right? For the point of this, he goes up to here just fine. Okay. One block past. Okay, so yeah, I think this will work. I think this will work. And then I put one on the next floor because it has to go from the foundation all the way up. There we go. Oh no, you don't go there. There we go. There. Now let's run up to the first floor of the actual ship. And where is this? Oh, I think. There. Okay. Here. Over on this side. See. One more. Right here. All right. Let's see if this gives it enough support. Yes, that worked. Perfect. Perfect. Okay. Now we're gonna have to do some of this tightrope walking. Okay, come on. There we go. Ugh, walking into the trees. No, why am I crawling? There we go. Come on. There. Along these beams as I build them. Perfect. Well, this end of it's going to be visible with this tree here. Oh well, we'll see. We'll see as we build, as always. Oh, I don't want that one. I want this. There we go. Other way. Wrong thing. There we go. Okay, I see. Oh, wrong way. Already one here? No. It's hard to tell sometimes when there's a beam inside the wall. Alright. I might as well put doors here. Oh, it's taking shape again. Look at it. It's starting to look like a pirate ship. It's doing the thing. Okay, so where's that door? It would be here along this line. Okay. There's a beam here. There is not. Okay, we need to put beam there. There we go. Getting there. There we go. Okay. Do corners first. Now you should. Ugh. Really? You're gonna be like that? You're gonna be like that? Okay, I know how to fix you. And just because you're gonna do the same thing on the side. Let's do that. Thank you. All right, there we go. Ugh. I hate when it goes green and then turns red. Just so taunting. Okay. We'll figure it out. All right. Right here. All right. So okay, so you're here. Yeah, from here you do here. This is the top, right here. Mm. All right, let me hop on down here. Okay, so this is... I think this is where the wall is. On this right here. Wall is here. Where the door is. Okay. Okay. I had a hole here, I think. So that would be the wall to it. And then this here. Okay, yeah. Oh, well, it is sort of restart and about 2 minutes to my next ad break. So I think kind of perfect for me to go take a bathroom break. I'll be back in just a couple minutes and we'll finish up at least the end of this stream. I'll be back for at least a half an hour. So I'll be back in a few minutes. See you real soon. Bye. And we're back. Let's sure everything is ready to go. There we go. Okay. Tried to see if the cat would get on my lap, and he just didn't want it right now. He was really cuddly earlier, but now he doesn't want to cuddle, so... Okay, so where was I? Okay, I was counting blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's the wall. Yes, okay. So here. Fuck. Well, this would be why I had holes on this side, I think. Okay. How do I do this without breaking everything again? Let's see, I have a pole here. Let's see. Yeah, see if maybe maybe a pole here. Let's see. Go! uh, yeah. This. There we go. Let's see if this one piece will do it. Sometimes this just takes one extra support beam to fix everything. And sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Where is this? Here. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 blocks. I removed that pole there. Okay. That doesn't. But wait, there's a pole here. So it works, it works, it works, it works. It's going in the right direction. Okay. Actually, no, it doesn't work. So there has to be one here for it to go this way. Son of a bitch. Okay. Okay. This one right here. It's 2 over. There's a pole there. It probably isn't. Okay. Actually, there is right here, I think. No, that's 3 over. One up the reach. Hey, you know what? See if I can make that work somehow. Let me see how that. Ah. Every time I redo something to improve it, I seem to just fuck something else up that was working before. Isn't that always the way? Let's see. Okay. Can't do something this way without adding something at the bottom. Could just put poles on either side here and then that come out. What if we have something coming out this way more? Or do we already have that? Okay, no, that's just floor. Okay. Maybe if I make them go this way, it'll give a little more. Same with these. Make these go that way. Yeah. You know, those types of things though always end up giving me more interesting ideas, and then I end up building something even crazier than I had originally intended. So it always works out in the end in its own way. There we go. Finish this little part here. Let's at least finish this shell. Get the full shape going, and then we'll finish this stupid floor. Yeah, 3 different mazes, yeah. Well, apparently I'm building like 3 ships, because I'm probably gonna build one on Cole's server. And then I'll be also building one on Fallout, just so I can test out their new build system. Ugh. Yeah, this tree is blocking the front of my ship. I'll be glad when they make it so you can permanently get rid of the trees. So I can get rid of this blockage. And then let's put a black. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna have to build this 2 pieces wide. Will it go? No. Doesn't have the stability. Oh, you're gonna have to take a running jump off of it. There. Okay. Go downstairs and let's see how we're doing this. Okay. Alright, well, I'll go from here out. Yeah, okay. I'm just like imagining what the lower floors look like in comparison. Alright. I have to visualize sometimes. Okay. Right here. Let's see. Can do this one at least. Okay, that's a... Do you? Do you have a... you. You're the one I'm looking at. You have a... Up there. Switched you out. This one. More space here. That's not gonna work. Okay. See what we got down here. Okay, you go all the way to the bottom. Do you? You. There. That would be extra poles there. But wait. Wait. This right here. There we go. Okay, now you. There This gives us enough support. There, okay. So far, so good. One last piece. Gonna place? It did! Yes! I did it! Oh, look at that. A nice big pirate ship. I actually completed it. An airship floating above the lake. Look at that. I'm gonna cut down that fucking tree. I need an axe for that. Do I have one in my inventory? No. I don't think you can knock down a tree with a sledgehammer. So you should be able to. It'd just be really messy. And you don't get as much from it. The tree that's in the way. And the bush can stay, I don't care. There. I can get a good view. I got in the wrong seat. No, you're supposed to go in the driver's seat. Like, why won't this drive? Because you cannot drive the car from the back seat. No matter how much you want to be a backseat driver, you can't do it. Not without someone else in the driver's seat, at least. Right? I think so. Look at that. Go look at it from the other side. Why does that top look a little shorter than I remember? Did I do something wrong? Hmm. Well, first of all, let us look at the plan that I had originally. Alright. This blueprint. Yeah, that's correct. Correct. All right. I can find that image. The old one. The old one. External hard drive takes a minute to warm up. Just a little annoying sometimes. See? Under here. Sideways shot of it. Let me see. Yeah, it probably just looks different because I'm literally looking at it from a different angle. Because before I was looking up from the ground, and now it's a little bit above. They popped a finger and said ow, and that's how they came up with the puppet grunts. uh, that it is weird noise. Especially when you hear them really close up from the sound alerts. It's like you don't usually hear it that way. So it's just like, what is that at first? Yeah, that's what the difference is. I'm used to looking at it from a different angle because it was on the surface of the water, and now it's up a level. That's why it's looking different to me. Okay. Okay. I was confused. I was like, why does that look so much smaller than it did last time? And I think it's just an angle situation. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because that still looks really thin on the top there. Yeah. Hmm. I might add a little bit to it to send it out a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna. Alright. Okay. Let's get back up to the top. Okay, so here. I'm gonna put 2 lows instead of a half. Or actually, I want to do it on this side because there's more here. Actually, maybe I do. Yeah, I want to go half on that. And then this one. This one can be the half. There we go. There we go. Okay. What if we extended the end up a little bit like that too? I mean, you can't really see off the edge like that though, no? That's the downside. Let's go. I'll take a look. Oh, we need more water. Oh, wrong button. All right. Oh, okay. Hey, guess who's in my chat right now, hon?
Say kick.
Nope. It's Dave.
Oh,
He's,
what did you do wrong?
So I'm gonna have to leave so that we can give those sedatives to the cat and get ready for his vet appointment. But let me look at what I did. I think maybe needs a little work still. Oh, he says yo. He says yo. Yeah. Type something in there. Eat, eat. Do not drive into the lake. I don't need to be destroying my truck in this because I'm not paying full attention. Alright. Yeah, I don't know if I like what I just did there. I might have to change that. I think I went too far. Hold up. Mm. All right. Yeah, I don't like that. I'm gonna undo what I just did. I think that alters the shape too much. I don't like it. Okay. And then I gotta get going. I'm just gonna wreck those pieces, and then I'm gonna find someone to raid out to, and then I will be back on Saturday morning with my husband, the man that you just saw for a moment. He should be streaming as well. I'm working on getting his OBS up and running. And we'll be playing Fallout 76. More of the anniversary event they've got going. Okay, I don't like this. And I don't like this. Alright. Hey, Lulu!
It's a woo woo. Woo.
Alright. I haven't decided if I'm putting this back to low or keeping it here. I'm probably gonna do that back to low. I think so. Maybe, actually, I have an idea. Yes, okay. Okay. Because I'm real close to this. I'm gonna do this real quick, and then I'm out. I gotta go. I gotta get that medicine in that cat. No, don't punch it. Just destroy it. Yep. Okay. Okay, you go. Bye bye. And then I'm gonna do that here instead. Hurry up. Okay. There we go. And one last low wall. There we go. I think that fixes it. Okay. That is lying because we're gonna be going. I'm gonna go ahead and hit snooze on it so you're not stuck with an ad as I find someone to raid out to. And let me bring up my raid browser. And somebody. All right. Let me see who is on. Well, we got Chief. He always seems to be on whenever I'm ending my stream. Yeah, I hope I see you again soon. Yeah. On Saturday we'll be streaming a little bit later. We stayed on until noon the last time. He didn't stream, but I was streaming and he was talking with me, and we stayed on until noon. So we'll probably be on a little bit later on Saturday. All right. Only one that I know right now who's. Well, let me see just who I'm following. See if anyone else. John Dominator is on, but he's doing Arc Raiders. Hmm. Uh. I think maybe I raid out to Chief a lot. I mean, it's because he's usually one of the only on during this time that I know, to be honest. Hmm. Let's see. I think, yeah, I'll just go out to John Dominator. Let's see. Let me see. How many times have I rated out to I've rated out to Chief 3 times already in the last 30 days, it says. Let's see. But though, with Chief, it might be easier to get back out. He knows a little bit, but now what do you think, hun? I gotta raid out. Should I go to? I've raided out Chief 3 times this month, and there's John Dominator, but he's on Arc Raiders. He's on a different game. Just go with Chief again. Okay. Since I'm on Scum, let's raid out Scum. Next time it won't be as important because I'll be on a different game. Alright. Sorry it took me a little while to figure that out. Sometimes, bold decision. Alright. So, thank you for being here. And as I said, I will be back on... No, they're lying because we'll be gone by then. Anyway, I will be back Saturday morning. We'll be playing Fallout 76, and I will be with my husband. He'll probably be also streaming if I can get his OBS running, and I'm sure I can. So I will see you in just a few days. I gotta go take care of a sick kitty and get him to a place he does not want to go. So I will see you then. I hope. Farewell for now. Sweet dreams when you finally get there. Raiding out to
sir.
I hope I didn't just shoot
You
somebody.
did. Oh, it's right.
Tab. Tab key. What key?
Press F.
Get your sword.
Oh,
God
shit,
damn.
two of them.